Greetings, Commanders! Welcome to the best breakdown we've ever done on this channel. We finally have the honor of doing Sodaman. Now, common misconception. His name is Sodaman, but I think there's a translation issue. I think it's supposed to be Beer Man. I'll show you when we get to the flavor text. If the app would ever stop crashing. Man, my internet issues. You know what? This video is not going to be a very serious video anyway. We're just going to power through all the failures. There's the first fail of the video. Okay, let's jump into Sodaman's flavor text. So his name is Sodaman, but if you read his flavor text, it says, Vega Ramos, a.k.a. the Green Soda, named for being a great lover of soda, he went to the Intergalactic Beauty Hospital to proceed with his rebirth. Now he can breathe in soda water and nowhere else. He thinks it's brilliant. Well, it is. But I think that's probably not soda water. That's probably beer. Yeah. So, Vega Ramos, Sodaman. We have a Sodaman's Tavern line chat off topic. You can go there and hang out with all of the other Ark of War players where everything can be posted about. Sodaman hosts that channel for us. Absolutely wonderful little commander. He's a strange guy, man. He's a relic of the old art. So, see over here on the elbows here? Look how they did the shading. It's just black lines. The head's pretty high def. That looks pretty good. And of course, the S-Class skin, he looks a little crazier. It looks like he's been inside of a beer keg his whole life. His face is all ripped up and his teeth are more gnarled. But I recently absorbed Sodaman, so he's still got his A-Class acceptable skin on. So let's talk about Sodaman. You can only get Sodaman by doing a Release A commander. You can also get him in the Release 10, but he's super rare. He doesn't get a special event except for the Release A commanders event. And he doesn't have any alternate skins. There was a melt burp there. Every once in a while in one of my videos, you'll catch me burp and I just power through. But look at those sweet chicken legs. Oh, man. Chicken legs galore. And he's got a trident. I don't know what the trident's about. I don't know. That's just a thing, I guess. It looks cool. All right. What's interesting about Sodaman is he is a grossly overlooked commander. And he's not as bad as everyone thinks he is. But he's certainly not very good. So I want you to come out of this video realizing that Sodaman is actually a dangerous commander to go against if you don't know what his 20% skill is. Shrapnel Armor is a scary skill. 20% chance to trigger before walker action. Until the next action, activating Shrapnel Armor increases our defense by 5%. For the time, if anyone attacks Shrapnel Armor, they are dealt damage. Now, if he dodges, Shrapnel Armor still does damage. He doesn't have to be hit. But I did a rocket breakdown recently. And if you watch the rocket video, I show you how that armor works. Basically, he buffs himself, and if you try to hit him, you will do damage to you. Now, a little secret here. For those of you that know, I'm a bullet player. I like ignore tear suppression, ignore strength and weaken gear. Ignore strength and weaken, ignore those bonus attributes. Like Ghost Cannon just powers through. You can't ignore Ghost Cannon as long as it lands. Well, Shrapnel is a guaranteed hit skill in the sense that if he triggers this and someone hits him, he will definitely do damage back to them as Thorns damage, and it's true damage. It works through Strength and Weaken. It works through Ignore Tear Suppression or Tear Suppression skills. So he joins the illustrious ranks of commanders that can ignore Tear Suppression with Bullet and Maruko, Raiden and Blader, and then in the Walker class we have Rock, and who else? Sodaman. Sodaman is the sixth man. I honestly didn't even know this until I started using this commander again. But he's so bad in the 40% skill, pretty much no one ever uses him for that. And you would never build a commander around a 20% skill, but it makes him a decent farming commander with just tier 1 and tier 2, because you could accidentally punish somebody if you get lucky and destroy their high tier with a proper placed shrapnel armor. So it's a very cool skill. You don't build a commander around it, but it is a lot more useful than most people think he is. So, you know, if you want to catch somebody off guard, build him up, farm with him, have a little tier 2, tier 1 army on him, and you might get lucky every once in a while and score some high tier suppression marches that are killing your tiles on a kill event weekend. Give it a shot. Let me know what you find. All right, and then his second skill is Bloodlust Walker. Basically, it says at the end of your turn, for each troop you have, you get bonus crit chance for how many empty slots there are on the other side. So if you have 6 troops remaining at the end of the round, of the first round, if you killed an entire slot on the other side, or 3 entire slots, this triggers one time for each amount of slots you killed. I'm going to show that because it's hard to say in a replay. As far as gear is concerned, you know, like I said, this isn't a serious commander. He's not a main commander. Have fun with him. If you want to use high tier on him and use a bunch of dodge gear, do that. If you want to build a bunch of defense and HP gear on him and use low tier and hopefully get a couple triggers off on your shrapnel armor, do it. Don't build dodge and use low tier, though, unless your opponent's using low tier too. Chances are your opponent's going to be using high tier against you. You can't dodge tier 7 or higher with tier 2. In fact, tier 3 cannot dodge tier 5. If it's 2 tiers above you, you can't dodge it. So yeah, probably build defense and HP. I don't really like dodge unless you're going to be using high tier, which I don't recommend using on him in the first place. Yada, yada, yada. Let's get into the replay. All right, Soda Man, Beer Man, show us what you can do. I was messing around with some 20 monsters to try to get the Bloodlust working correctly and show off his armor skill there. If it'll load. This is the second lag delay. Oh man, I need to get rid of this tablet. I need to stop talking about it and start doing it. Anyone have good recommendations for a gaming tablet? Something under 600? I don't want to spend much more than that for a gaming tablet. I think I paid like 300 for this, and I absolutely love this little tablet, but it just can't keep a Wi-Fi signal. I don't know what the deal is. Put in the description below if you recommend a tablet around 2 to 400. Sounds reasonable. Yeah, let's jump into this replay now. Okay. We lost. All right, here we go. We use the right amount of troops here just so we don't kill them too fast. So I'm using four in slot 1, and I do trigger a Taurus here, so we'll empty that slot. Now we're going to get Bloodlust to trigger on the next round. So we want to look at the damage here, because maybe there was a secret mechanism with the Bloodlust. Maybe it didn't mean increases crit chance. Maybe it meant increases damage. Well, here's the first hit, 764,000. 764. We're going to do it again on the third slot. 815,000. So a little bit of a variance there. 10-15% variance is normal. And now we're getting hit. Ouch. Okay, so here comes the first Bloodlust. You see that the Bloodlust went off. Now everyone's buffed. See all the buffs there? All right, now here's the first Shrapnel Armor. Okay. Oh, it's probably going to clear that slot, so we're not going to see the damage. Okay, I'll show you a different replay for that. All right, so with the first Bloodlust on, because one slot of troops was dead, here comes our first damage. It's going to be 738. So no increase from the base damage. Here comes Shrapnel Armor. See how the Shrapnel Armor did 0 damage there? If you might have to go back 5 seconds. It's because he killed the entire troop slot. So even though I had Shrapnel Armor on, because the troops didn't survive the attack, there was 0 troops left to do damage to him. You have to survive if you have Shrapnel Armor on. And the amount of troops that survive is the amount of damage that is dealt back. That is an important note for him and Rocket. And if you play Sky Kingdoms, Mephisor, yeah, there's no Sodaman in Sky Kingdoms. All right, and then one more replay showing off that Shrapnel Armor. Oh, 3 lag delays. Come on. Breakthrough. I want to show you the damage by that Shrapnel Armor, especially against infantry. It hits a little harder because infantry have lower defense and HP. And it's a good little skill, man. I will admit that I haven't confirmed that it ignores tier suppression, but I'm confident based on how the skill reads that I'm sure it does. I've never seen a Thorns Armor skill that didn't ignore tier suppression. But if anyone wants to check the description below and confirm with a report, a video showing it does or does not ignore tier suppression, I'll super like the comment and direct people to that video. Check the description and comments below if you want to know the answer to that. It's probably down there by the time you watch this video. So let's go here. I think I got one in here. And remember, my skills are really low, so the damage from Thorns is really low as well. But normally you're only trying to kill 1 or 2 troops anyway with low tier to trigger skills like this. You don't build a high leadership, high tier troop army around commanders that have a skill like that. I mean, you can, and it is a guaranteed hit skill, but you got to take damage to get hits. I don't recommend it, but technically it's doable. Just be mindful of that. Figure out what style works for you. At the end of the day, we're just trying to have fun. I used to be a min-max player, trying to get the most out of everyone, but now I'm just trying to have fun and find unique ways to play the game. So if you find a way to play him that's unique and you think is cool, share it with me. I'd love to see it. All right, so maybe we got a Viscous Armor. I don't know if we got a Viscous Armor. No, we didn't get a Viscous Armor in this replay. There's another Bloodlust, though, because another troop slot died. Remember, that doesn't keep triggering. You only get the Bloodlust trigger for when the troop slot dies. And I think at the beginning of the video I said that you get a Bloodlust for each one. You don't. You get a Bloodlust for just 1 slot dying. You don't get it 6 times for 1 slot missing. Yeah. You know what? I said that really poorly. If you want to rewatch this, it's obvious what happens. You don't get... Each troop does not trigger a Bloodlust by itself. The troop that is missing triggers 1 Bloodlust for your entire army. That's how that works. All right, there's a Shrapnel Armor. It's going to take us a while to get around to it, but we do have Shrapnel Armor on slot 1, which is great, so we'll see the damage. So whatever level that was, with 12 units against 1,500 units of Tier 7 monster army, which means they don't have any research or good gear. So we're going to get a better than average result here. Right now. Boom! 8,082. So we killed 6 of them, and whatever. Not terrible. We didn't risk too much either. But there you go. That's Sodaman in his entirety. You know, he's not actually the worst commander in the game. He's a decent farming commander, and if you can get value out of that shrapnel armor every once in a while, it's even more fun. People never see it coming. And he's also super rare. You never see him in galactic battles, and he's kind of a fun commander. Good flavor to him, good character to him. And I've always liked him. I've always said good things about him. And he's finally got his own breakdown video, an extra long breakdown video, because we like him. So that's that. If you have any other questions about Sodaman, or you want to leave a comment, please do. Like the video if you liked it, and always, you know, promote this channel to your guild members. Hopefully they get better and better and better. You are only as strong as your guild. So thanks for watching. My name is Melt, and remember, peace is bad for business.